Welcome back to your number one top for PSO2 NGS. I am here to give you a little bit of updates, and we are coming up very quickly on the maintenance as well as the big seasonal event that getting ready to start inside of New Genesis on Wednesday. And today, I'm going to be breaking down everything that is coming in this update, everything you can look forward to, as well as some brand new stuff that are finally being added to the seasonal events. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this, and let's discuss everything that is happening. So starting off, this event will be beginning on March 9th, as soon as the maintenance is over with, which should be roughly about 2 to 3 a.m. Central. And from there, we are getting our hands on some brand new effects that have been added to the area in Central. You know, some decoration stuff. And then as well as not only are we going to be getting the stuff in Central, we also have, of course, the wonderful, wonderful little Midships coming back in New Genesis. The biggest thing here that is a difference from what we have seen previously is now the Midships are not made up of just being inside of Central City. So these are going to be scattered about in Retain, as well as in Alio as well. And more than likely, or so it seems, that collecting all these in Boat Region will go ahead, get you the quest done, and get you the title for that. And of course, I will have a video all about the location as soon as it go live, and I can figure out what the guys are. But nonetheless, that is a big change coming. So if you thought finding Midships in the path were kind of boring, well, they're going to make you start walking forward a little bit more now. And then, of course, we got also the Mag coming back in a brand new decorative outfit, which is nothing too surprising, as well as probably some of the cutest little wappies coming in as well here with the little hoo-hoop style. And then, of course, we got our seasonal enemy coming in here. This time around, they are, of course, going to be weak to light, which we will come back to. Also, as you can see here, we got the same thing we have seen in previous event. We have our limited time quest coming back. Nothing too special here, pretty much the same old, kill at number of symbols. But the thing is that a little odd about this that we don't have information about at the moment, which is of course tied to the bosses. Are we actually going to have like dread enemies or Origin Quest enemy with the seasonal, I get tag above their head? No information about that because there is some big changes coming to it, which once again we will get to in a moment. So who knows? Maybe they will be around, maybe they won't. As you can see, we got also a brand new NPC coming in as well here. So Shandy is gone doing something, but the character themselves is going to be coming in with a few things. So the biggest thing to look at here that we're going to be getting is, of course, we're going to be getting our hands on a brand new special grab ticket that is going to be available for this. And you can go ahead and pick you up some of the for 1,000 seasonal point. And then once you run out of them, you will, of course, have to pay 10,000 to get your hands on any more. And then we have our full introduction of triggers coming into New Genesis. This is something that is not new to PSO since it was in a bait PSO. But now we are finally going to be able to actually start Origin Quests ourselves. And we got our fourth hint here with, of course, our fourth one being a 500 seasonal. And then the net one being 1,500. The thing to keep in mind about the fourth one that only 500 is going to be limited to 10. So you can only get 10 of them. But when we get into the 1,500 variant of them, which is the same, just more offensive, is going to have a total of 90 that you're going to be able to get your hands on. So we're going to get ourselves a good 100 triggers here. And then, of course, outside of that, we are getting ourselves a little new mag buddy to, of course, decorate our mag. We also got ourselves a new stamp coming in. And then we got our normal star gem, the no ticket. But we do have the introduction of our new weapon with the Lumos. I guess is how they are pronounced. I could be wrong. Lumos something. Which is, of course, a weapon that will be casting light. So if you're someone who's been doing a lot of Dark Fall content, lucky enough now, you actually have a weapon that he had actually weak to. And of course, the will be starting at part 25. So you can go ahead and grab the for a 10,000 a pop. So nothing too new there beyond, well, now they are light magic attached to them. And then, of course, we start getting some little preview here of our stuff. And then we also have some cosmetic stuff as well. with the little shoes. Like always, there will be multiple of these available, so you can actually get it to not only be on your character, but tied to your account as well. So that is great. And then, of course, from there, we do have the preview of what that stamp actually looked like. As well as, from there, we do have some actual movement stuff coming in. So we are starting to get some variants with it one being, I believe, like the default, like, dash. But the only difference, instead of having, like, blue box behind you, you know, I can have some pink ones. And then, of course, the biggest thing about that, which is, of course, there is no more, like, cap to the seasonal point that time around. So you can get out there, farm as many as you want, and literally have no limit. And I imagine they will probably also roll over when we get the refresh at the end of the month, since the seasonal event all split up into I think it was 2-week per event, roughly. Maybe a 1-week. Time is just a delusion at that point. But nonetheless, you are going to have a unlimited cap here, and the ones that you won't ban should, because they have it in the past, roll over into the second part of the event. So as we continue on here, we of course do have new quests from the new NPC. Once again, we have seen that multiple times. And then we of course got the introduction of our brand new origin quests here. So with it being a cleanup mission, it's going to be pretty much just out and about, taking out X number of enemies. So expect that one to be a pretty straightforward fight for the most part. As you can see, you can be pretty much fighting everything under the sun, while along with some variants to some dread enemy. And then we got ourselves a little bit of a better look at some of the upcoming weapon. And then, of course, this is the other thing that, you know, not surprising. But if you do have yourself a relic or another weapon that you want to keep using, because we will see what the new Illuma weapon gonna, you know, evolve into once they are fully upgraded. But if you don't want to deal with that, we do have ourselves a augment that you can go ahead and put on your equipment that will add light at will. So, like always, good way to get the technique without having to trade out weapon or equipment. And then, of course, from there, we do have the actual introduction of how we are going to be doing the triggers. So, for anyone who not well, trigger quests, or I get trigger items, is pretty much items that will let you and your friend replay origin quests to farm item, affiliate, whatever it might be, for pretty much any time and how many times you want to do, as long as you have the items. And we do have also a little preview of the actual way to start it. Doesn't look much different than like the bead trigger stuff, but they will be found inside a town. We will see where it'll be in Watain. But we do have a little peek here by the movie theater where it will be in Alio. And of course, they will be able to be, like, Moat Party, be able to lock it behind Pat Wolf, friends, and so on. So, that is great. And, of course, they will be, I believe, up to 8 players. And then we're going to be, of course, now moving into the special scratch itself. So, this is the scratch ticket that is going to be tied to the one the NPCs are selling. As you can tell, the majority of the stuff is, like, bait PSO stuff with, of course, music. And also a heavy amount of actual camo coming in here. So if you missed out on any of the camo in bait PSO2 or only New Genesis, or maybe you just never seen them before because some of these were tied to JP, you can now get your hands on these once again, especially if you are someone new to the game, or you once again then play bait PSO or the JP version. But nonetheless, there is a whole bunch of camos coming in. Some of these are all fairly decent. But, you know, like always, it is what it is. And then, of course, we do have the introduction of some brand new emotes as well, since that's not surprising. And then from here, we do move into another AC scratch that will also be dropping on the night, with, of course, being, you know, whatever exactly, I guess you want to call this stuff. I get more like night/formal wear in some ways. But as you can see, we're going to be getting a whole bunch of pieces that we can put on and off, as well as some, like, normal, like, coats and normal, like, clothes as well. So this is pretty much just like the normal one-of-the-mill AC scratch coming in that you can get your hands on. So some of the items, as such as the dress, is a little all over the place a little bit, compared to some of the other outfit we saw in the beginning. But hey, you know, more options are always better, I guess, for all you guys who are out there doing the fashion game of a New Genesis. So look forward to the AC scratch, and good luck actually getting the pulls while along with the brand new dances here. And yeah, I did pretty much the normal routine of the AC here, but we are going to be getting some new like jump animation. The wing animation I actually kind of really want, especially with how many wing characters are out there. But nonetheless, there is what is coming for the night and the seasonal event as a whole. But with that being said, there is a second part that will be beginning later on in the month, which we will cover what's going to come in that once we actually get up to that point. So make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, so you don't miss out on that video when that video goes live, probably like a day or two before the update itself. But if you do want to see this stuff in more detail, be sure to check out the headline stream. And if you happen to want to, watch the headline stream with me, that VOD is up from that dev event. So I will be sure to link it above if you want to check that out and see everything coming for the months of March, as well as some little stuff that's going to be coming in early April. So there you have it. Pretty much the biggest change I would say to this is, of course, the no longer having a cap, and of course the introduction of Origin Quest triggers. We will see if we can get our hands on the previous Origin Quest triggers at a later date, or will they also be in here through some other means? If they are, they might be tied to some limited time quest. We will have to wait and see on that, as well as seeing if we're going to be able to get seasonal points from Origin Quests and Dreads as well. The whole taking away the cap have kind of changed around a couple things. But nonetheless, that is pretty much everything that's happening at this Wednesday inside of a new Genesis. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do it for today. But before I go, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting me here on YouTube through a membership by hitting that wonderful join button below, or by coming on over to Twitch and subbing over there. Or better yet, if you want to unlock any more stuff, as well as support everything I am doing, be sure to check out patreon.com/Maconn. So big thank you to everybody who's supporting for the months of March. And with that, that would do it for me, and I will see you all in the comments.